Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory. Yes, we're back on Satisfactory on the dedicated server, once again going to be resuming our kind of normal schedule that we've been kind of neglecting the last couple weeks. The last like 3 weeks essentially. But yeah, we're back on here going to be playing on the server with DDG and possibly we have another friend on here. We have Pi as well as hopefully another. We shall see. Why can't I fly? Fly. There we go. We are going to be playing with them as well. If you'd like to check out Dragon's channel, the link to his channel will be down in the description below of this video, along with him and others on my main YouTube page underneath the friendly content creator section. So if you get the chance, definitely check them out. But yeah, so I don't exactly know what the plan is going to be for today. I know I'm going to be building rail, as always. Oh my gosh, that is on a Mark 1. Those are still on Mark 1. We'll see what we're going to be doing today. Probably going to be building rail out in the desert if I had to guess. If not, we're going to be building more rail out by the mall over there and stuff like that. Got a lot to do. He's really trying to push for Phase 5. And of course, I've let him know, a few times that if he hits Phase 5 before I do, I will be quitting the server until I get to Phase 5 in my own game, because I kind of want to experience that on my main channel, the first experience of Phase 5, since my YouTube channel has not experienced Phase 5 yet. Well, at least I haven't. The channel hasn't. The people, watching probably have, but yeah, I don't want to know. No spoilers. No spoilers in the comments. Anyway, let's go ahead and hop into chat and see what we're going to be getting on with today. Oh yeah, we're probably going to be doing some Fixmas Factory stuff. I need to remind him to finish the calendar so that we can finish the last few factories, doing the fireworks and stuff, getting them uploaded to the hub so that we can, or to the dimensional depot. So anyway, let's go ahead and do that. And we're also going to be helping Pi. This is going to be his brand new, his kind of first look, other than a little bit of the tutorial that he played earlier. This is going to be his first time playing Satisfactory, so he's going to be pretty overwhelmed, I'm sure. So we'll be helping him as well. So let's go ahead and get on into it. Let's go.
Did I leave room? I did, just barely. Alright. But our power is in the middle of an autosave.
Are you over at Turbo Fuel?
I am.
There's a problem with the packaging again. Because I went to look at it, and there's only 88 out of 500 packaged turbo fuel.
Okay, hold on, wait. Where are we packaging the turbo fuel?
It was just east of that position, east-ish.
All right.
Just on the other side of the rail.
Ah, okay. I'll go take a look.
Just uploaded a new drive whenever someone wants to do that.
Yeah.
Actually, hey, Phoenix, how you doing, buddy?
On my single-player game, I finished collecting all the collectibles. Every single one of them. Except for one. I cannot collect the last hard drive. It needs a superposition oscillator, and that's in Phase 5, so... I need a superposition oscillator that collects that last hard drive. But other than that, I have every single Summer Sloop and Mercer's Sphere.
You didn't get one in the advent calendar? Okay, yeah, I see that.
Yeah, when you get the chance, I'll need you to hit the number 25 on the advent calendar so we can move on to fireworks.
Yep, planned on it. But I was given a task, so...
Yeah. I just said when you can. It's not a need. But I'd like to set up factories for those fireworks, but the recipe isn't there yet.
Okay, that's set correctly. That's set correctly. This... supposed to be making fuel, yeah, and resin.
I think we should bring Pi out there.
Resin. So,
power.
give me a second while I'm trying to figure out what in the world is going on with our issue here. I mean, I know what it is, I just don't know why it is. So the only way to really clear this is going to be, yeah, we're just going to have to flush these two. No, flush it all the way. Oh, helps if I tell it to flush the entire network. Alright, there we go. That's got polymer resin going. So this right here, Phoenix, this is just our little thing to make packaged turbo fuel. This is a tiny, tiny little factory. That's not quite optimized. Oh yeah, definitely gonna be cold. We're getting down to the mid-20s tonight. And double checking. So this gives me an idea. This gives me a great idea. We're gonna sloop the plastic too. Because the plastic was what we were running out of. And that's because it wasn't processing anymore. So turbo fuel. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah. Yeah, I like this setup now. This feels better-ish. Yeah, by slooping that plastic, it'll keep the constructor full, which will keep the other thing full, so. Okay, I'm making 120 canisters a minute, provided that it gets enough plastic. Oh, that's just splashed stuff all over the place. Alright, that's got the canisters filling up nicely. Alright, I think this is looking good. It'll take a long time for this thing to get backed up again, so we'll have to come back and check on it later. Well, I mean, the belt is already backing up, which is good.
That's good. And just getting Pi equipped with all the stuff he was going to need to navigate the world.
Ah, okay, yep.
And we're pulling some packaged turbo fuel out of the dimensional depot, and it's just like, wait a minute, there's not much in there.
Oh, you should start getting some in there now. It's just about backed up the entire line. This should work out pretty good. Heck, this may even get to where the plastic backs up. And if the plastic backs up, that'll get the polymer resin to back up.
Yeah, 146 out of 500. It's going up slowly. It's going at least.
theory, what I should do. No, I don't want to do that. I was gonna try running a. I had a thought to run. Hey, so not yours? How are you? So the thought was to run a splitter off the package turbo fuel and do a when we start getting an overage for it to just dump into a junk machine. I can't do English or remember my words today, apparently.
That's thing, yeah.
The sink, yeah. But then I thought about that, going, no, I don't really want to do that because when we pull the stuff out of there, we want it to be able to load into the load back in as fast as possible.
Could do a small storage in between the dimensional depot and the packager.
Yeah, I thought about that.
And there'd always be a nice stockpile of it.
Yeah, that's probably the best idea. I'm gonna do that.
I was thinking I could bring Pi out there to you. He can ride the hypertubes and get a little view.
Uh-oh. I just had the crazy animation. I missed it.
Oh, sad.
I heard it make the noise.
Alright, Pi over here, and we'll make our way over to him.
Organization.
Then you get a little bit of a view of some of the stuff we've worked on.
Yep.
So it's a bit of a ride out there.
Let's do this way just because it looks cool. Oh, auto-saving. Then my dimensional depot turned invisible.
As one does on the server. I love it when entire machines just disappear after you connect something to it. But it's still there. It's just invisible.
But by doing it this way, this should make it where the system doesn't back up on us. In theory.
Mm-hmm. You okay there, Pi?
It should.
Yep. I'm just not sure where you went.
Oh,
Should work out pretty good.
The modular frames.
Gotcha.
Alright, now, we still had the... Oh, there's a death crate somewhere out there on the map.
There's a few of them around, I think.
Oh. Why? Why are there so many death crates on the map?
People die and don't pick them up.
Litter bugs, I tell you. So, now the other thing we wanted to look at today was how many heavy modular frames we're making so that I can make the fused frames. I was thinking have a train depot bring the nitrogen out to the heavy modular frame factory area. Rather than trying to transport the heavy modular frames, I was thinking of taking the nitrogen there. Because we got everything else that we need for the fused modular frames over there. I think.
When did you lose out on your mic there?
Oh, what, Mike? Where? What?
I think he's talking to me. No, my mic works. I'm eating.
Oh, that's what I was saying. You know which train stations that you need and how long the cars that you need. So yeah, just throw them down.
Okay. Okay.
Name them like computer train or whatever they're carrying essentially. So we know what they're carrying.
Yep. Naming convention as established.
Yeah, so I've only got one recipe for the fused modular frames, Tundra, and we need to get, it would be the easiest to have the aluminum casing and the nitrogen gas brought over to the heavy modular factory.
Well, nearby, you won't be able to bring it directly to there.
Mm.
There's not a whole lot of room around that factory.
Yeah, no, and I plan on building kind of somewhere off to the side from it and just have the heavy modular frames coming out of it and into those factories. Hey, Sophie. How are we looking now? Okay, it's getting there. Looking good.
And off to your right is I say ours is Dragon's massive power station. Ugh,
I made lots of power,
lots of power.
and now with the added benefit of the of all those sloop pieces, we are now sitting at over 100,000 megawatts of power. I think it took us 3 Tuesday night sessions to get all that built.
Something like that.
Oh, I'm doing well, Sophie. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, I'm still
right.
curious if those fuel generators will run off of our rocket fuel.
You know, that's a great question.
I would love to see that. And then there's the
Get off your
ionized
sister.
fuel. The heck?
Cats.
Oh. Like then
Sorry.
there's the ionized fuel. That's to think about as well, which is better than rocket fuel,
Yeah.
supposedly. I only know about the ionized fuel because of the research tree under the sulfur.
Right.
It's a massive power station. And then the massive rail bridge that brings us sulfur.
Yep, that's all it's bringing. Just sulfur.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, everything else is being made with oil. Hey, it's a great recipe, though.
Yeah. Yeah, only worth it if you decide to go big.
Which when it comes to power, I like to go big. I like to get the power to the point that, in my mind, I'm going, okay, we shouldn't need any more power for a very long time.
Nope.
Hey, look at that. I don't even need nuclear power.
No, you definitely don't. It'll just be for fun at this point.
I mean, we still want nuclear power, just because, if you can ramp that thing all the way up, you get 10,000 out of one nuclear generator if you... I think it's 10,000? Does it max out at 10,000, Chandra, with one nuclear generator?
No, it's 25,000. Fully overclocked, just 25,000, I believe.
25,000, okay.
Something like that. It has been a long time. Let's see. Or is it 10? Maybe it's less than that.
So I thought it only made 2,500 with the standard.
Well, we're about to find out in a second. Just threw one down.
What did you slap one down?
Yeah. Okay, so fully overclocked 6,200. 6,250.
6,200. Okay.
The 25, where I was getting the 25 from my memory was when it's not overclocked, it's 2,500.
Man, Pi got it at Satisfactory. He just got a big head all over it.
Yep.
Alright.
Oh yeah, I did forget a few things.
How are we looking here?
Let's go ahead and remedy that. And I want... Oh yeah, and I need one of these too. Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah, these are all full. That's why we're not getting a lot of polymer resin. But now we're getting just enough polymer resin. We doubled up the plastic to ensure that we're getting the containers that we need. We're getting backed up on the plastic in here, so that's good. So I think this has got it running in a much better shape than it was before, Tundra.
Nice.
All it cost was 2 summer sloops. Oh, thank you for the
It's
8
a bit
likes, chat.
tiny in the rock there.
All right.
And then one more thing.
Back to the hub.
That. So that I just gave you is allows you to go along power lines.
Gotcha.
Okay, and then got the rifle. Are we making ammo yet for the rifle or no? Let's see.
I was not in charge of that.
We are not. Okay, that's quick and easy. Let's go and do this. Put down one of these. And we'll buy some of these. Okay.
All right.
Give this to you as well. Hopefully it doesn't go into the ground.
Making my way back.
Where did it go? Oh, whoops. It would help if I actually pulled it out of the shop. Oh, saving.
We're gonna listen to Ava say a few things to us here in a second.
Okay.
About Ada.
Stacks of ammo for your rifle. And then...
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking the focus for tonight, once we've done the stuff for the fireworks, will be to work on that fused modular frame factory. I don't need a lot per minute.
And those are for the item detonator.
Yep.
A long ride in this hypertube, chat.
Yep. We should probably head back to the hub as well.
I think this hypertube ride is long enough for the autosave to hit twice while you're riding in it.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
a
that's
long ways out here.
Probably not true, but it feels like it.
Definitely a long ride.
but it's the quickest way to get around. So
If I'm driving a train, I argue I'm a bit faster.
but that's only if the rail line goes where you're trying to get to.
That is, well, it only is true if you get the hypertube going where you want to.
Ooh. So we don't have a train going to the main hub, and we don't need one.
Would be hilarious. So, like, why? Because we can.
Just have a little roundabout there.
Yeah. Still makes me
That
wish they
includes
had.
the main hub as a. That'll include the main hub in the scenic tour.
Well, there is going to be a train going through the main hub. Not through the hub, not the hypertube hub, but the main area.
Yep.
There's going to be a train line going through there because it's got to go up to the mall from there.
Yep.
Which I do got some of the rail built around the mall a little bit, so I'm making
Nice.
my way.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just lately with my current content, I've been a little stressed for time.
Well, I'll say at the rate we're going, you'll probably get to. It's starting to feel like you're gonna get to phase 5 before we will.
Mhm.
Oh, let me double check. Make sure. Okay. I had to make sure streamer mode was still turned on.
Mine's never turned off yet, so which has been nice.
All right.
We're almost
So
there.
we did 23. So we've done 23, but I don't think we've done 24. There's 24. Hey, Confucius. Oh, we have the fresh factory trinket.
Since the human olfactory system is closely linked to memory, Fix-It created scented build gun trinkets to remind pioneers of specific concepts. This scent is the concept of caring about your family on Earth, which I'm sure will have no effect on you.
Wow.
300 ADA.
All right, now for 25. Woohoo! Fireworks.
Turning explosives into a recreational activity is exactly the kind of attitude that led humanity to its doom. By all means, have fun. I certainly will, now that we are finally close to the end of this event.
Yeah, well, with that, we're pretty much done with it, other than to build the fireworks factories.
Yep.
And lots of fireworks. Gotta build enough so we have reserve for 4th of July, you know.
Mhm.
All right, fireworks. We have sweet fireworks, fancy fireworks, and sparkly fireworks. Okay. So 3 of them and 3 assemblers.
And take Pi up to the Fixmas factory too. The long route. Gotta take the long route.
Oh, do you mean up the
The hypertube. You got to go back to the central hub.
Ah.
Or to the hypertube hub.
Oh, that's the PDG.
It's more it's like the scenic route, essentially. You got hypertubes going everywhere. Almost everywhere.
Oh. Are we going to be able to fit 3 assemblers in here?
The answer is yeah, but how?
Yeah, I don't think I got a spatula that's going to do that. Yes, Ada always being the sass. We have all these assemblers.
It's scenic
These
route.
assemblers are set.
You go all the way around before you can go into the factory.
How are we going to do that?
There we go.
Thunder and I put a lot of work into this thing. Thunder probably has put more work into it than I have. How are we going to squeeze 3 assemblers on here, Thunder? And we've got just enough space here for 1. But we need 2 more.
Fireworks.
Because it's 3 different types of fireworks.
Yep.
Each one has its own recipe. Looks like they all require branches, I think.
Okay, so they share common branches, alright. Let's see. They don't have to fit sideways, or they don't have to fit the way that every other thing's fit, really.
Yeah, it's candy canes, bows, and snow.
So we could fit them. One can definitely go in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can fit one. We can fit one in there. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I know we can fit one there.
Is that right? Oh, that's not right.
Yep.
Not right.
That's almost right.
Almost right. It's 1 free. Is that right? I think that's it.
That's that's lined up. Yep.
Alright.
So we'll make this one the sweet fireworks.
Well, which one's the closest resource?
Well, I mean, it's bows, candy canes, and snow.
Yeah, I was just saying which one's the closest.
Candy canes.
Yep. Canes are the closest.
So that's why I went the sweet fireworks here, because it takes candy canes.
Tempted to move the snowball machine.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. And then,
But then you got to manually transfer stuff out of the storage. Because you already got it all hooked up to storage.
Yeah, not necessarily. I can just reroute to the same storage.
Okay. Oh, somebody's trying to take a chainsaw to our Christmas trees. Just be forewarned. Those Christmas trees were made out of concrete.
That would be.
Oh, did anybody tell Pi about how to change the hostility of the animals?
Yep.
Okay. Try to squeeze another similar in there. Yeah, okay, it'll fit.
It'll fit what I'm
But then
thinking.
But we'll need to squeeze in one more somewhere. Okay, I see what you're thinking.
Yeah.
But that's not gonna fit there because of the power pole.
No, it'll still go.
Eesh, that is gonna be tight back here.
Yeah, that'll still work. Let's see. Yeah, that's be a little tight, but it'll still still fit.
Now it takes some finagling.
A little bit.
Because I'm gonna be curious how you're gonna use those lift openings twice. So Tundra's learned all the little cool tricks and stuff that he can do at Satisfactory because he's got like 7,000 hours in the game. Hey, Frostbite.
Yep. So even though these are shoved into the machines extremely far, they still connect to it.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I mean, their opening is actually sticking out the back side of the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and it doesn't look too bad either. It still looks like it's part of the machine.
Yeah. Yeah, so Frostbite tonight, we've got myself, Tundra, Bit Viper, the normal three, and then we've also got Pi who's joined us on Satisfactory now.
Yes.
And he's learning the ropes from a very advanced factory. So, I don't know if they showed you how to interact with the machines and set the recipes and stuff, Pi.
Not yet.
Okay, so if you're over here,
I am not.
Oh, he left. He said he was done with Christmas.
And Christmas is over.
No, I had gun. I had to go big game hunting.
Yeah, and
That's it.
and Christy will be forever disappointed in you for it. But I just noticed that Frostbite actually had a command for you, Pi, for your for your YouTube channel.
Oh, dude.
So now we can see how many people can get subscribed to Pi.
Yeah.
About the quirk that was found in game, and whether or not we could abuse it or not.
Yes.
So I'm okay with abusing it for like summer sloops, but that's about it.
Okay.
He said summer soups and Mercer spheres.
Yeah.
basically anything that can't be done with the factory.
Got a lot of point in using it for anything else.
Yeah, because you can anything else you can make in a factory. So it's just like,
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
why there's now 250 summer sloops in the Dimensional Depot.
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, just keep in mind of the power if you go a little too crazy with them. Of course, you don't really have to
We
keep
don't
that in
have.
mind
Yep.
too much. You could just put down
Yeah.
more boosters.
Yeah. I mean, we don't want to run out of power, man.
You mean you don't want an excuse to build a bunch of nuclear power plants?
Which is crazy because our maximum consumption is already at almost 70,000 megawatts,
Yeah,
and our capacity is 108.
that's because the summer sloops, they don't, even though they're outputting double, they don't take double power. It's around 4
Yeah.
times the
Yeah.
consumption.
I mean, is it worth it for some of the things that we're doing? Yes.
Freaking hilarious
I
though.
mean, for instance, the stuff that I did over at the turbo fuel, it makes sense. It works because that's what's keeping our packaged turbo fuel running without having to do a whole bunch of crazy math. All right. Well, then I am, because I don't remember the numbers. So I'm going to hypertube back over to the hypertube place.
Sounds fun.
Take the long route around the Fixmas factory.
And with any luck, we should have supercomputers being made now.
Nice.
Computers are now being. I don't know yet. Computers are being made and are being shipped over to supercomputers, and I've headed over to supercomputers to see how that's doing.
Okay. How many computers per minute are you making?
In theory, I'd have to go all the way back to computers now. Let me see. If I remember right, it should be in the neighborhood of 60, I think.
We're going to head over to the WSI headquarters because this is the quickest route to get over to the heavy modular frame factory. And I believe when you and I looked at it last time, Tundra, we had figured out we needed to optimize that factory.
Yeah, we're gonna bring rubber in and stuff.
Yeah. So we were going to kind of redo the recipe and
Yeah, that was what it was. What was voted on?
go.
Was a complete redo. So you went with the heavy modular frames that take rubber.
Right, because we get the most modular frames per minute from that, I think.
Something like that.
It was either a resource thing or it was a output thing. That's supercomputers, Stony Cat's base motors and heavy modular frames. Still, I love your modular frame factory. Although I guess we'll have to double check that thing too to see how many of those per minute we're making.
Modular frame.
Not the frames, the modular engines.
Yeah. Need to summer sleep that probably.
Probably.
Yeah. But I think I don't remember if I built it with the overclocking or not. It's been a while. Has it been over there?
I think when we built that, we hadn't discovered the whole thing about getting to duplicate our power shards. Oh, yeah, I guess that'd be the other thing I'd be okay with using quirk for. Making extra power shards.
Yeah, because we can't use a factory for those yet. So
Yeah.
makes sense.
And for optimizing our
Game is
build.
not letting me build anything.
Is it in the middle of an autosave?
Damn. Finally,
Did it
let me
build
play. It let me play
Okay.
something. Jeez, I just
Sick.
said,
'Cause-
placed it like 4 times.
yeah, so I was gonna say, because normally when that happens. Okay, so. Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting some lag-tasticness.
Me too.
It's like, is the server gonna bomb again like that one day? Kicked us all out. Said, nope, we're done. Uh,
I want to get up there. Oh, that's the problem. Oh my goodness. I'm on biofuel.
oh yeah. Yep. When you run out of fuel, it goes to the next fuel you have in your inventory. That's useful.
Yep. There we go. Much better. Now we can get around. Oh yeah, this was gonna be a strip the entire thing. I remember now. Because at the moment we were making 4. No, those are slooped.
Yeah, you slooped them, and then
Yeah,
just like, still not enough.
That's only 8 per minute. Eight per minute. How many fused frames per minute do I need? I mean, that actually might still be enough. So fused modular frames are used for thermal propulsion rocket and the pressure conversion cube. So it needs 3. Oh yeah, we're making plenty. With 8. Ah, that sucks. I need to be able to make 1 more per minute, damn it. 1 more per minute would let us do factories that for the thermal propulsion and the pressure conversion cube. We could do 3 factories of those, so it'd be making 3 pressure conversion cubes a minute, and it'd be making 6 propulsion rockets a minute. Oh, then again, hold on. Wait a minute. Only need 100 of those. Only need 250 of those. Oh.
Supercomputers are being made. Supercomputers are being made at roughly 12 per minute, give or take. But I don't know if that's going to be a burst thing or a sustained thing because they're not full of regular computers yet.
Right.
Yeah. Given the distance, it's going to take.
Capacity is much higher. Well, I'm not sure of whether computers are being output at full capacity yet either. There was numbers issues. We'll just leave it at that.
Okay. I'm planning far out now. Those have to have heat sinks. Okay. Do we have any more copper in this area? I know I've tapped an awful lot of it. Oh yeah, we still got copper. Okay.
All the fireworks are now going into the dimensional depot.
Oh, nice. All right, so
What's this mammoth thing on top of the waterfalls? Or am I looking at the backside of the mall, maybe? Nah, it looks like a... It looks like a factory building. It's above...
Is it on top of the dune cliffs?
yeah, the train station's up there. That's
Look
that's the shopping mall.
Yeah, you're probably looking at the side of it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Oof. Rough. I think we're going to use this empty space here that doesn't have any nuggets of ore or anything in it. And we might build a little bit of a... Eesh, much as I hate doing it. Might want to build a bit of a mega factory there.
You hate building mega factories?
Well, the only reason I hate building mega factories is because of the FPS hit that we take when you get into the area. When you build too big of a mega factory.
Well, that depends, yeah. And there's a lot more settings you can change nowadays than there was before.
But okay. I think a good number of our phase 4 items will be made over here. At least the stuff for 2 of them. We'll probably do the stuff for the... Maybe not. Hold on. Do I have any uranium anywhere near here? Oh, that'd be a long way to take uranium. We'd have to pull it underneath the shopping mall. Eee. Okay, let's try rethinking this. Because uranium, I don't really like taking long distances because that just means you wind up in an area that's just radiated.
Well, put it into a train station, and then take that long distances. Then it's just a moving radiation rather than a long belt of it.
Yeah, and that might not be a bad idea. That could actually work because I'm looking at that impure uranium node over by the shopping mall.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe have that brought down to the desert.
Okay. Yeah, that can definitely be possible.
Because what I'm thinking is to have both the thermal propulsion rocket and the pressure conversion cubes, or the nuclear pasta, being made down here. I think that will...
Yeah, how many factories are you planning on putting in the desert?
One big factory.
No, I meant like how many factories are so far? Because you still got the infused modular frames that you want to build over there and other stuff. So.
Oh yeah. No. The fused modular frames are all going to be part of this.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be part of this mega factory.
Oh, okay. All right. Hopefully that doesn't lag out too much. Because you don't have to build that way. It's not necessary. If you don't want to build that way.
Yeah, no. For me, it simplifies my brain. Because and I'm sorry, chat, y'all don't even know what I'm looking at here. So, so what I'm looking at is fused modular frame. That was where we're starting. Thinking about, going, all right, we need fused modular frames because we have to have those for the thermal propulsion rockets and for the pressure conversion cube. Conversion cube is needed for the nuclear pasta, which is what this thing is here that we need 100 of. Need 250 of these thermal propulsion rockets, but that means we need cooling systems and turbo motors.
Yeah, that's getting way too many factories all in one spot.
Yeah, see that's what I was worried about. But
That is
I was
going
going
to
to say,
definitely lag out the game, or lag out at least that area. I don't know if it'll carry across.
okay, so we'll need to.
Because we
And
can
then
put other factories elsewhere.
cooling systems. We've only got one recipe for it. Rubber, heat sinks, and then just water and nitrogen. Heat sinks is alclad sheets and copper sheets. Alright, let's look at the map over here. Let's look down here where I tap the nitrogen. Is there anything? Alright, we got a normal copper node there. We got some iron there.
Getting a little bit mad underneath here. Gonna hit that stage where I'm just like, it doesn't matter. But it's not.
There's no oil over here. Crap. And we got these 3 spots of oil. So that just means I'd have to tap them and have a train just come pick up the crude oil. Which that might be the smartest thing to do. That actually, yeah, that might be absolutely the smartest thing to do. $600 per minute. All right, so that's 600 per minute there, and then these two together would be another 600 per minute. So we can do 1,200 crude oil a minute. So what I'm thinking about, Thunder, is this spot here. If you need me to ping it again, let me know.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Finally. Alright, that's all done.
Awesome.
Yeah, snowballs are going into the dimensional depot again.
Awesome. Snowballs, the cheapest explosives in the game.
Yep. Good for clearing debris.
Yep.
Now I'm looking at the map,
Alright, so I'm thinking about these 3 oil nodes right here.
Okay.
And literally just throwing oil pumps on them and have them running into 2 or 3 rail cars to take the crude oil elsewhere.
Alright. That's definitely doable.
That way, let's say somebody's got a recipe that needs rubber, we can go, okay, we can get you the oil and you can make your hey, I thought about taking that and having it all making rubber, but I don't think I need that much rubber.
Yeah, that's literally 2 normals and a pier, so 2 piers.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a lot of rubber.
And well, especially if I build it the way that I built upstairs where I did the plastic thing, I could reverse that and do the rubber thing. The reason I'm looking at that is because I'm looking at the fact that we've got the cooling system that requires rubber, but then I look at the heat sink. The heat sink just requires alclad and copper. So the cooling system though needs a minimal amount of rubber.
Didn't Squirrel do heat sinks already? I'm pretty sure
Did
he
he?
did. Yeah, pretty sure he did. Yeah, that's right, he did. Right here.
Did we not label it?
No, it's not labeled, and I can't ping the map. Oh, there we go.
Okay, where did you ping at? So I know it's somewhere near the hub.
I'm trying. Come on. Let me ping. There we go.
Wow, all over the place there.
Okay, there's pings somewhere.
You didn't see him?
There we go. There we go.
Southeast.
I got it. I got it.
Yep. Yeah, and there's already a train station hooked up to it.
Even
Okay.
called heat sinks
Okay.
export.
Heat sinks export. All right. All right. So I can ignore the heat sinks then. Okay. Well, can I ignore it? How many heat sinks per minute are we making?
No idea.
Crap. You're supposed to know these things, Tundra.
It's not my factory. I was just down there. I put the train station down there to deliver him something, and then he's like, "Nah, I got it." And he made his own thing, and he's like, "I'll just export the heat sinks from here." It's like, okay.
Hey, I mean, that works for me. I'm just hoping that he makes a minimum of 12 per minute. Because running just one cooling system manufacturer is going to need 12 heat sinks a minute. And how many cooling systems do I need per minute? Let's see. Well, damn, we need them for both the turbo motors and the. Okay, well, that's making 6 per minute. This needs. Oh man, they give some shitty math in systems.
We'll go over to Dragon real quick. Head out that
Yeah.
way.
Oh. Well, I mean, I'm just hanging out at the heavy modular frame factory at the moment.
Yeah.
I've just been pulling up the end menu, taking a look and checking the recipes so that I can figure out where to build what. Since you've been working on supercomputers, though, Bit Viper,
Yes.
I do have the next factory to throw at you.
Oh God.
And believe it or not, this one should be fairly easy. You really just need to get. Wow, that's going to be really easy. The assembly director system.
Okay.
Those are just an assembler.
Well, they're just an assembler, and both things that it requires are already being made.
Ooh, there's a lot of lag going on. I have no FPS.
So,
Yeah, I'm have some issues with this.
Oh, there it goes. It's kind of
Well,
smoothing
no.
back out.
well, I'm not hosting this one, so that's not on me.
My
So
internet
you
is not
said-
like this.
You said ADS for the next one?
Yes.
Okay.
The adaptive control units. If I remember correctly, I gotta remember where I've got the factory set at. But I've got a factory making those already. Because that was something that had to be made for one of the previous phases.
Yeah, that's something I made. It's all the way on the east. Excuse me, all the way west. And
Yeah.
marked on the map.
So
And it
there's
should be crapping out everything it can possibly crap out.
so that should be easy enough to throw at Tundra to go, hey, we just need a train station here to connect to the other rail line. Because the rail line's really close to that too.
There is already a spur going to it. It is actually currently connected or available via. I can talk. Adaptive control units are available by drone already.
Okay.
There is a spur of the rail that it has been taken off over there, but it is not connected to anything yet. If we need a train station, so if we need more volume over there, it is available.
Actually, a drone should be more than enough for that.
So there is a drone station already on top of that building. So all you need to do is wherever you want it, build a drone station, drop a drone, and Yep, I can talk.
Right.
Build a drone station. Put a drone on it. Tell it to go pick up drones, whatever, over there.
So build yourself a factory next to your supercomputers. Have your supercomputers going into that factory, and then have the adaptive control units delivered by a drone, and you can make all the adaptive control units.
Okay, I followed that, maybe. My brain's trying to do numbers. It has not been doing good at that lately. You don't want to know the pain my brain went through trying to do the computers. And I'm still not done with it.
Well, and I get that, but this one should be a fairly simple build. I mean, it only builds 0.75 per minute, and I'm fine with just 0.75 per minute.
Okay, so it's not something we need big time then.
No.
Not yet, anyway. I don't know about phase 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you've just got one machine, making them and loading them into the dimensional depot, I wouldn't even have them loading into a storage unit. I would just have them just go straight to dimensional depot.
Okay. For the record, computers are going out at 50 per minute, which is at 50.5, and that is the current
Nice.
current maximum on the computers. Although we're working on that.
Nice. That's massive.
I might
Because
do.
the supercomputers want 75. So
Now, what is that second item on our phase 4?
Magnetic field generator.
What does that want? Okay, versatile framework. I'm already making plenty of. It's not in a convenient spot for a train, but I'm making plenty of it.
Anywhere is a convenient spot for a train if you're brave enough.
brave, crazy, something.
Something involving holes.
Desperate.
My mental plan in my head is to get to phase 5 by the end of February.
Yeah, I suppose that is possible.
Yeah. Because a lot of this stuff's already been made. So a lot of it, sadly, relies on Tundra to have trains everywhere.
No, I almost have trains everywhere.
So, all right. So we need cooling units. Cooling units is going to be the factor that needs to be focused on.
Yep. And again, it could be done anywhere.
Yeah, I'm thinking cooling units. So we will build here.
Where?
I am getting crazy lag.
Got it. Let's see.
because we got the nitrogen just north of it. And there's so much nitrogen up there. I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
all pure nodes.
Yeah, plus you got all that. Yeah, you got copper there and some other stuff. So
I got copper, I got deuterium, I got iron.
you got water.
You know,
I think you need water
exactly.
for cooling systems, don't you? Or do you need
Yes.
sulfuric acid?
For the cooling system,
I think it's water.
cooling system is water.
Yeah. So you need water anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've been making my
So,
way down there. So
so what I would need delivered there. Damn, I don't even need the iron and copper. Do we have any rubber going over towards his heat sinks?
over towards his heat sinks?
Yeah.
No. No, rubber's only being delivered where it's needed right now. Which is I think the only thing using rubber at the moment that I know of is the modular engine factory.
Okay. So the cooling systems need rubber. They
Okay.
need 12 rubber per minute.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah.
That is easy
That's
to do. We already
that's
have
where
that.
yeah that's where a basic manufacturer.
We could
Well,
definitely
I mean,
bring you
you already got the heat sinks set up.
yeah. We can bring you a cart of rubber down there.
Yeah, well, that's what I was looking at. Is where we have the easiest setup at, because I think we already have a train line at the nitrogen.
Almost. I have gotten to right there. That's how far I had gotten.
Hold on, let me get back down to where we're at. Okay, I see.
Yeah, see that. So
All right,
I'm
so
close. Yeah, I'm very
yeah,
close.
that is really close. Um,
Alright, I'll go start making my way over there. We need that fairly quickly. So.
well, either way, we gotta have a train station to go to the nitrogen.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm gonna build my
well,
nitrogen tower again because that was fun. I
yeah,
enjoyed that.
whether I build over there or elsewhere, the nitrogen is gonna have to go other places too.
Yeah, you need nitrogen in a few different spots. So.
Um,
Because that, and even if we didn't, I'd still build it just for fun. Because that was.
and I apologize, Pi, if we're talking over your head right now.
No, you're fine.
This is the section of the stream where Thunder and I sit here and we spend like an hour and a half looking at the map, looking at recipes, looking at the map, looking at the recipes, looking at the map, looking at the recipes, and trying to plan out exactly where do we want to put stuff.
I mean, I don't know if Pi's looking for something to do. If he wants
Actually,
a plan or not.
instead of Bit Piper working on it, I'll let Pi work on it because that's an easy one. The adaptive control, not the adaptive control unit, the
Assembly directory systems.
Yeah, the assembly director system. So you could go out near where he's got his supercomputers built, Pi, lay down some concrete, whatnot, and tinker around with building a factory for the assembly director system if you'd like to.
I think I'm actually going to hop out, and if I continue playing this game, I think I'm going to learn the basics in a single player before I...
Understood. I understand 100% because it's a.
I mean, I see what's going on, and I know how it all connects, but I think I need to actually learn what I'm doing first.
Yeah, I was afraid of that with you jump on the server. I mean, it was one of those things going. I enjoy playing with Pi, but I tossed and turned on the thought last night whether or not to send you the game or not because I was like, he's got to join the dedicated server, and we are so far along. It could wind up being very overwhelming.
I think this game, and just from like my experience with playing games like this one suffers from a scale problem, as in everything has to get too massive, and that is something that I'm. Hmm,
They don't have to get too massive.
No, you can build as
They
little as
tend to,
possible.
but they don't need to.
yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, I mean, Knucklehead finished the entire game building nothing but the bare minimum.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
very.
it's entirely possible.
Yeah, he went all the way to the end game in just a few months of Satisfactory 1.0 being out. So,
It's a lot. It's a
Actually,
lot like Factorio. You can finish Factorio with a very small factory. Nobody ever does.
I say
Yeah.
he did it in roughly a month and a half. But he was also playing on another dedicated server, and then that caused some issues. But no, absolutely try the single player, kind of get your feet wet for building constructors and stuff. Beginning of the game can be a little frustrating when it comes to power. So if you do a single player, let me know, Pi, and I'll hop in with you and not stream. I'll just hop in with you and help you with some of the tips and tricks for the early
Yep.
game and how to get things lined up.
All right.
I'd also be happy to do so. Well, once I get my computer back fully on its feet.
Indeed, and Conjur's offered as well. So. All right. I'm just gonna lurk in chat then and talk away.
All right, sounds good.
oh man, I am having a massive FPS issue. I'm now down to. Oh jeez, this smooths back out. Okay. Oof.
Huh, I wonder what's causing that.
Yeah, I dropped down to
Oh.
like 5 FPS there for a minute.
May have been him. May have been him logging out.
Well, I was doing it earlier when we were riding Hyper 2. So.
I mean, yes, I build massive, especially when it comes to power, because I don't like running out of power.
Did I post you guys to? I think I did. Did I post pictures of my power plant to the Discord?
I think you did at some point in time.
Did you? I don't think so. I don't remember.
I think I did some of my early ones. I don't think I did my current ones. I discovered I was slightly overbuilding.
But did your power plant match up with mine?
I have actually gone and looked at yours. You were using blenders or something or other, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
I'm using, I don't know the name of the recipe, but I'm going oil to the whatever leftover fuel is called.
Guys, you're doing residual fuel.
Yeah, so I'm going to the dark stuff, and that does
Yeah, it's residual oil to fuel.
to the resin is an output of it. So it outputs resin and fuel.
Oh, that's the normal oil, crude oil to fuel.
Yep.
No, it's crude oil to something weird in between, and then to the something that does the fuel and the resin. And then I'm taking the resin and making plastic and rubber, and I'm using the fuel to a bunch of the fuel generators.
Okay. He's overcomplicated it, but that's only because he's also trying to make plastic and rubber out of it. So with when I do my fuel generators, I am not making anything extra. And the reason being is that I wanted to use the whole concept came from our last playthrough during update 8. I wanted to figure out how many fuel generators I could run off of a single pure node of oil.
Okay.
What was the maximum? How could I truly maximize off of just one node?
Yep.
And then when we got to the turbo fuel recipe, which was where we were having to use the compacted coal, and so Tundra was having to deliver sulfur and coal to me. We wound up with like 142 fuel generators for one pure node of oil.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a few more than what I'm doing.
And then with this current build, we're sitting with around 157 generators. But that's because we unlocked the blended fuel recipe early on. And so since we unlocked that before we built the turbo fuel factory, because when we unlocked it in update 8, I was like, ooh, we could really up our production here.
Right.
But then Thunder and I are like, yeah, but that requires us rebuilding the entire power factory. How about how about no?
Yeah, it wasn't required.
But since we unlocked the blended early this time, we built the factory out the blended. And the blended, the nice thing with the blended is that the only delivery that I needed from Tundra was sulfur.
Less deliveries makes it easier.
Lots of sulfur, but that's all I needed because everything else I was able to do off of the oil node. Boy, he's taking a lot of hits.
Yeah, he's the most powerful spider in the game.
Oh, now he's under the train. Where'd he go? It's the nice thing about having him passive for me. I can sit here and just throw bombs at him.
Oh, you're completely passive.
Yes. I love how the gun just revs up.
Yeah, that's the turbo ammo. Like a minigun.
It's like
Yeah.
douche, 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 douche.
Yep, I love turbo ammo. So good.
So a friend of mine apparently decided to do something really horrible to her husband.
That's random.
Oh yeah, very, very random. But just think about all the crazy stuff that we have in this game. It'd be so easy to tell someone, going, all right, I need you to go make one of these, and some non-existent item make up some technical word that sounds like something that would be in the game, She sent him to the store to pick her up a imaginary female hygiene project.
Mm.
Oh no.
Hey, Mitch. Get Satisfaction Plus to work? I don't think they've updated it for 1.0.
Satisfactory Plus. Yeah, I don't know. Haven't looked.
Yeah, I don't think it's been updated for 1.0 because there's so much that got added in for 1.0
Yeah,
that I don't.
It broke all the mods.
Yeah.
But yeah, I won't be doing mods until I finish my first game at the very least. Satisfactory
But
Plus
yeah,
is insane.
but yeah, all I know.
Ugh.
I've used it before,
Yeah.
a long time ago, because,
Yeah, that's
well,
when
when I
you
first
get
started playing
bored.
Satisfactory, it's been the downside for me is that a lot of people that, with some of these games like this, like Satisfactory, or even Valheim, or 7 Days to Die, the friends that I was playing with, they kept going, okay, well, you gotta download this mod to be able to come play with us. And, and I didn't know any better at the time, so I was like, okay, yeah, let me download that thing so that I can actually play with you guys. And so the discovery for me though is that I prefer playing vanilla. Don't get me wrong, I like playing the games that have the mods, but there's been too many times where I've seen the mods break something egregiously. But because my first introduction to the game was the game modded, then I didn't know what had changed. I didn't know what was different.
Yep.
And so now I am at that stage in my gaming life where when I get a new game, I don't care what mods people suggest to me to play with or whatnot. If I haven't played vanilla yet, and I like to play vanilla at least 75% of the way through the game, I won't do any mods until I've gotten at least that far in the game on vanilla.
Yeah.
And then I'll look at doing mods.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I have a friend who is heavy on mods, and he every time I talk to him, he's like, "You should get this mod for Satisfactory." And this mod, it's like, let me finish the freaking game once through first.
Yep.
Right.
Then I'll think about it.
Hey, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong playing modded, but especially with them having released 1.0. 1.0, I absolutely wanted to play vanilla, no mods whatsoever, because they made so many changes to the game.
Yep. Plus, all the mods were broken for a long. Even the mod manager, the official Satisfactory mod manager, was broken for a little bit. It was like when they went from update 7 to update 8 when they did a complete engine change, version number. So it's like all the mods got broke.
Well, because all the mods had to be changed and updated for the new engine and everything. So, and bear with me, chat. I'm grabbing a smoke. Thankfully, I've got heat in the house because I came home from work today. As soon as I walk in the door, the first thing I noticed is the heater didn't have a pilot light on it.
It's freaking cold where I'm at.
And once it didn't have a pilot light, that immediately told me, "Oh, we're out of propane." And so I was like, I told my wife, "Why didn't you tell me we're out of propane? I would have told you where to go and how to take care of this." And so it was one of those. I got home, and instead of eating dinner, I immediately, turned off all the knobs and everything, closed up the propane tank, tossed it in the car, and drove to the next town over to go get it refilled. Because it's a heck of a lot cheaper to get it refilled than to do the whole tank swap out. And granted, I don't even have a place I can swap out this tank because it's one of those oddly shaped tanks because it's a 30-pound tank rather than a 20-pound tank.
Yeah, your local Walmart's not going to have that.
But because I've got somebody local that'll actually refill the tank, and I mean, you look at it this way: you go look at the places where you swap out a 20-pound tank, which is that's your grill tank. The places where they let you swap out, they charge you anywhere between $26 to $30 to do a swap out. Whereas I can fill this 30-pound tank for $24. Well, I'm getting a better bang for my buck. You know.
It's even cheaper when you have those massive, like 100 or so, 200-pound ones that sit
Oh
on.
yeah,
They
yeah.
got a base, and you go and fill those, and it's like you're sitting there going, "Really? It's that cheap?
Yep.
Freaking heck!" Just have one of them.
Oh, I saw somebody show up over there with a 100-pound tank, and luckily he had 2 other people with him. Because
Yeah.
I'm sitting there going 100-pound tank. Yo, it may be called a 100-pound tank, but it does not weigh 100 pounds when it's
No.
full. It weighs a lot more. It's like this little 30-pound tank when I fill it up. I'll take the tank out there when it's empty, and for me, it doesn't feel like it weighs hardly anything. But after he's filled it up, all of a sudden I'm going, holy crap, this is heavy. Okay.
Just walking it over to your car.
All right, good night, baby. Sleep well. And then I got concerned because apparently I can actually over tighten the connector to this thing, and when I over tighten it, it doesn't let gas through the hose. So I was concerned because the heater wasn't actually getting the pilot light cut back on. But I could smell the propane, so I was getting really concerned because I'm going, oh my god, this thing lights, am I going to explode?
So usually they have regulators that if the pilot light's not lit, it shuts the gas off.
Well, no, that's the thing. I was trying to light the pilot light. It's got a little electrical thing to light the pilot light, so it's one of those. I had to press a button to where it lets out a little bit of gas to get the pilot light going.
Yeah. But you don't have to worry about it. The pilot light blows out. It's not going to just pour gas continuously.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's got an automated system in there. Well, kind of. Yeah, where it, if the flame goes out after, I think it's like after 30 seconds or a minute, it'll shut off the gas supply.
Right, now this should be getting us close to the nitrogen. Where am I? Is that me? That is me. Okay. And the nitrogen is way over there to the east. Okay. But yeah, it took a little bit more to get this thing lit than I would have liked. I need to continue heading east. This train line's going somewhere else.
What train line where?
I don't know. I was following one of your train lines.
Oh, that's the one out to the heat sinks.
Okay.
The one that goes downhill, down to the swamp.
Oh, don't jump over that.
No, there's void there.
All right. North and then east. I love getting lost on the map. Well, back in the day, before I started learning where stuff was, getting lost on the map was awesome because I'd find hard drives.
Yeah.
North. Okay, there's a factory over here. Oh, this is the heat sinks. Okay. Oh, that's right. With his with his insanity that he built here.
Yep. He's like, I got all the stuff I need already. I'll just make the heat sinks here. And I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah, I'm all for that. All right, through the swampland.
There's a bunch of hard drives out there.
Where am I? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Darn it. A bunch of hard drives out here that haven't been grabbed.
Probably.
Oh yeah, this one needs 200 megawatts.
Yeah, I don't know anyone that's willfully went out to the swampland and said, "Let me go look for hard drives out here," because it's so fun.
Oof. I am so glad that I've got these guys set on passive.
Yeah, there is a lot of crap out there. They've made it much worse with the recent update. It is really bad.
So I've got power out here somewhere. My God, there's so many spiders out here.
They definitely increased it. And a lot of the fart rocks out there, you can't see the gas on them.
Oh, lovely.
So you'll just be going along, and all of a sudden you'll just start taking damage, and you don't know where from.
I cleared most of those.
Yeah, it is a pain in the butt out there.
I spent some hours out there in the swamps some weeks back, enjoying myself clearing the part rocks.
Yep, I had to do it because I was picking up every single for some stupid hard drive out there.
All right, now where's that hard drive that I found? Trying to drag a power line out to it, but okay, it's gotta be down this way, maybe.
So, Dragon, from what you said, I'm assuming I don't need to make a lot of or a high output of director systems.
No, because I mean, well, that's the easiest one to make. Out of what we've got. But because we gotta build so many other things, that's why I wasn't worried about the output on it. Because if you just got a basic one,
Definitely leave it open to expansion in case, just in case.
I gave you power. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, the server one takes a second for it to realize that it has the power it needs.
Yeah.
It's like single player, it's almost instantaneous, but on the server, it takes a second.
Yeah, because this whole hard drive, the whole area around it, it's obviously been looted because there's no scattered debris around here.
But somebody didn't want to go through the motions of giving it power. Whoever was out there. I definitely don't go out there voluntarily. I call it depressing land for a reason.
That's poison. Everything turned green. Hey, Knucklehead, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, we doing, man?
Well, I figured since I went the wrong direction to begin with, I may as well hunt some hard drives. Well, I've got the one. That's good enough. I want to save some of the hard drives for the next phase. Oh, I found a fart rock he missed.
Oh, I'm sure I missed one or two.
There we go. Oh, hey, Mitch. Thank you for the subscription.
Nice.
All right. It's interesting because I could have sworn I saw him talking to us in chat just a minute ago. Oh, yeah, there are fart rocks everywhere over here.
Gotta bring some more train line over here so I can hover. Still wish they'd incorporate the one mod that's it's not a train signal, but what it is, it acts like a train signal in the fact that you can place it along the rail. And when you place it along the rail, it gives you a little power connector that you can pull. You can pull power from the rail.
That would be a little handy, yes.
Yeah, it was a very good quality of life mod that I had going. I was like, oh, I love this. Like, it needs to be a thing. It really does.
Okay, I'm back. Okay. Things are all dripping now. That's the last thing I need is to have that kind of an issue. I got enough other issues with it.
You got enough water issues? Don't need more?
Yeah. Okay, so there's water over there, and there's water down there. Well, we'll take advantage of that because it'll be pressurized, so we won't have to worry about trying to lift it up. And this will leave space for other things. So yeah, I think we're gonna build here.
Space for other activities.
Yep. All right. Foundations. Back to going nuts with our foundations. Creatures in the way.
Time for some giant floating platforms.
Get out of my way.
Is it the bean?
It is.
He loves being right in the way all the time.
Shoot. Alright, there's one foundation piece. Man, I don't know how much space I'm gonna need.
Place as much as you allow for.
Oh yeah, this will definitely be a floating platform. Oh my goodness. This is gonna have to have some columns or something put underneath it.
I think I know exactly where you're building that has cliffs like that.
Well, because from the nitrogen, everything's kind of downhill.
Yep. It's all downhill from here.
But I think this will work for our purposes.
More like it's all uphill from the way this game goes.
Shoo! There's way too many of you rock hogs over here. Run! There you go. There's 4 of them over here that would have been protecting that hard. Speaking of which, all right, now that I've got that done, let's throw down a mound real quick. Because I mean, you got the hard drive you threw in there, and I've got 3 others in my pocket. So
Nice.
And there's one in the portal or whatever.
one that you put in, or one that Thunder put in? Because I know Thunder put one in.
I put one in at the beginning of the stream.
So that means there's 2 of them in there. All right, now we are building cooling systems over here, right?
By the water?
Yeah. Yeah. This is supposed to be cooling systems over here. Because I need heat sinks and rubber delivered. Nitrogen and water is going to be easy enough to run. Alright, so that's blenders. And they make 6 per minute. So I need 12 rubber per minute. And I need 12 heat sinks per minute over here. Granted, the amount of heat sinks he's making per minute he's making a lot per minute.
Is he? You did give him the task of the cooling systems originally, so.
So, all right. So I put a little bit of platform down, so as you can get a place to attach rail line to. I can go further back. That's not a problem. Also left you with plenty of room to be able to put a rail station for the nitrogen.
You remember? Yeah, you remember how we did it last time?
Yep.
That's my plan. What happened?
Okay, I didn't do that.
Yeah, neither did I.
Oh, I know what it was. I know exactly what it was. Yeah, I left those. I left those burners connected to the drop pod.
Oh, they ran out of fuel.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm gonna wait to see where you bring in the rail line at here. I did connect to the. I did build it on the global grid.
Okay, I'm gonna bring the rail line right there, down that little pass.
Okay.
I'm coming down that hill between those
Hit
two
that again
cliff
for me?
lines. Right there. I'll be coming through there between those two cliff edges.
All right. Yeah, so I'm up above that.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just be coming down through that way.
Yeah, so there's a easy spot to make a train station down there, and has a far enough away from the nitrogen to where you can build a nitrogen station. And I'll pull water from that pressurized system. And since I got so much space underneath this flooring, what I'll do is I will pull I'll pull everything up from below.
Yeah, makes yourself
And
a little logistical area.
yeah, yep. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yep, logistic floors are extremely handy. Keeping things clean.
And I gotta do something about these spark rocks, otherwise you're gonna go into a section of the factory and
You gassed out.
yeah.
Uh,
It'd be like walking in the bathroom after Dad was.
definitely don't want to be in there after I've been in there.
Exactly. See.
You don't want to be in the house after I've been in there.
We use this one as our range.
Just do this.
Oh, autosave. Stupid autosave.
Autosave happens.
See, blenders are not small, so
No.
I'm trying to get myself plenty of flooring up here
Yeah, I
to
think
do a few blenders.
I think they're the size of a 4x4 or 2x2. Sorry, 2x2 foundation,
All right, this should work for that.
or maybe slightly bigger.
So train station down below there, and then we'll use floor holes and whatnot to bring material up here.
Slightly bigger than a 2x2, a blender. It's like 2.5 by 2.5.
And I will need rubber and heat sinks brought here.
And so 3 train stations in total.
Yeah, because we're going to need an output for the cooling systems.
Yep.
Oh, there's a hard drive way up there. I wonder if anybody's gone up and gotten that one.
Probably not.
I'll worry about that later, because that's going to take building some foundations and stuff. Kind of finagling our way up. Oh yeah, this puts me right over top of them. So that works out perfect. All right, yeah, we can make that work. And since we're doing logistics underneath, we can build a blender. I'm gonna put the output going that way. Come on. Oh yeah, man, those are huge. All right, they're not as big as a particle accelerator, but they're big. Oh, and we have a recipe 2 that we didn't have before, and that's nitric acid. It's water, nitrogen, and iron plates. Interesting.
Maybe the iron plates are doing some kind of chemical reaction to make it acidic. Like somehow liquefying the metal, I guess.
Alright, so the nitrogen I've got covered. Heat sinks I've got we've got covered, I think.
Oh, hard to
if I maximize this thing. Alright. If I maximize it, then we need... Wow, okay. So we need 30 heat sinks a minute, 30 rubber a minute, 75 water a minute, that's easy. And 375 nitrogen, that's easy. Yeah, the water and nitrogen's easy. Rubber actually be fairly easy.
Yep.
I don't know if he's making 30 heat sinks a minute.
No, we can always summer sleep it and make it do 30.
Yep.
I love that. That's the answer for everything. Not making enough, summer's loop it. Good enough.
All right. So what do we get this time? We got an alternate polymer resin. Oh, this is one of my favorites to have. Yeah, well, this would have been one of the awesome recipes to have over there at our packaged turbo fuel. Because it makes enough polymer resin to actually keep the plastic factory actually really running.
Okay.
And has a minimal amount of heavy oil residue. I'm going to go ahead and grab that. That's actually a nice one to have. The last several hard drives, I haven't picked anything off of them because I'm going, I'm not. This doesn't seem to really help me. But now that polymer resin thing, I could go back to the packaged turbo fuel and reconfigure a portion of it. And that would really help keep things running. To the point that I wouldn't need a summer sloop, the plastic factory. I would just need to overclock it. That's the downside, is that I got things that are being summer slooped that aren't overclocked.
Yeah. Yeah, because you know, with summer sleeping, you don't need extra bringing.
I don't need extra. Right. Hey, I'd had to redo the piping over there, but all right.
The only thing you can't summer sloop and expect it to work is the alumina solution loop. I've tried; it doesn't work.
All right. So our
I have mine summer sleep.
Really, and you're not completely hydrolocking your entire factory.
Nope.
I can't imagine how you're not hydrolocking.
Yeah, because you're putting in
unless,
more than the loop can handle. So
yeah, I'll say you're making more than 600 a minute.
I have one. Let's see. I have the whatever the ore is going into
Box.
one refinery with the water. Then the output alumina solution is going to two refineries.
Okay. So doing
Those
it
two
that way.
refineries, the water from that is being recycled back to the original with
Right.
a valved additional coming in from outside. And then the holy crap load of output is
Yeah,
Well,
so
are
you
you talking
do it.
about are you talking about the crap load of alumina scrap or the alumina solution?
the scrap.
Yeah,
Yeah, see, we're talking about this. We're talking about the solution.
Yeah, what he's
Yes,
got is he's got one refinery summer slooped with alumina solution to two refineries making your alumina scrap. So that's how he's doing it.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
if you do it the traditional way, you can't summer sloop it. Otherwise, it hydrolocks itself.
Yeah, summer
Makes
slooping the other two, that would get interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I saw something.
or-
I did see something mentioned in a video. I think just today, though, of sending the excess water from that out to some other recipe that ate water.
Yeah.
I don't remember what they were doing though, but
well, you know, and I thought it was funny that just recently Discord, sent us the message that Tundra and I had been friends for over a year now.
Okay. It sends you
Are you
messages
surprised?
like that.
And oh no, like I said, I think it was a couple months ago when it sent us this. But Tundra and I became friends because I was playing Satisfactory.
Yeah, it was through Stu. He was like recommended you as a streamer one time, and I was like, oh, I'll check him out someday. And then I went over, and it's like, oh, he's playing Satisfactory. I'm playing that game too.
Right.
Sweet.
And then Tundra was giving me all kinds of tips and tricks, typing in chat, and I was like, you know what? Why don't you just jump in the game with me?
wasn't that kind of how I got involved in your Factorio game?
Well, Tundra is one of the only people that I've ever encountered in my chat that I didn't screen before bringing them into my game. Well, a lot of that happened to be because of the type of language, the way he was speaking in chat. Lent me to believe that he and I would play well together.
Yep.
And luckily enough, I was correct.
Playing well together is always a good thing.
He showed up with a T-shirt that said "doesn't play well with others," and I knew he was my kind of person.
Yep.
Oh man, my sinuses. All right. So one blender. That's gonna make 15 cooling systems a minute. Wow, that's actually all. That's actually all I really need right now.
Yeah, well, that's not bad. Not a bad number.
Well, and then if I sloop it, that'll give us 30 cooling systems a minute out of one blender. So I want to wait and see where the train line winds up over here. I think I've got the blender set where I want it to be. And then when I see your train station, then we'll route the lines appropriately, and then we'll build around, and you know how it works. You have the floating platform, and then once we got the belts and everything in place, then we put the walls up and everything to make it look like it's not a big floating factory.
I remember when I joined your server, that's half of them were.
That's all I had.
This massive bridge that was spanned across one of those massive canyons.
Yep.
Just 1 meter foundation all the way across.
Oh yeah. I had the sky bridge going. And that's one of the things that actually has made Satisfactory much more enjoyable for me. It has been playing with, because I've learned, how to decorate a little bit better. I've learned how to think about certain things in a different way, and that's been awesome.
It's been a great time.
That train's still not. So that train's still not here. Oh my goodness.
It's making it. I'm over right next to the nitrogen well right now.
Okay.
Getting there.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide on how I want to run the nitrogen. You know how much I hate running pipes and stuff a long distance. But the thing is that the nitrogen is close enough to me that it would feel silly to have a train delivering nitrogen over here.
I mean, just have a single car.
Yeah.
It'd be okay. What I do is I run it along your power line that you got.
Okay. Right.
Just run it along where you've ran your power.
Personally, I'm okay with that because I'm looking at where the water's at. The water I don't need to run through the train because I'll literally just lift it from the ground.
Water, yeah.
Yeah. I'll just lift it from the... Well, because I've got the whole pressurized system here that I can set up.
Yeah, I'm curious about that with liquids. How well that's going to work. Like, do you need pumps eventually still, or?
You do.
Okay.
Because it still only provides X amount of lift.
I am really happy to get into pumping the oil from well pressurizer.
Oh yeah.
So I've got one of those ready to go, but I haven't unlocked the well pressurizer yet.
Yeah, well, I've got a spot where I actually want to do that, but I haven't come up with what it is I'm going to do with it yet. But it's got 3 pures and 3 normals, so I mean, that's a lot of oil.
Yep. Heck of a lot of oil.
Originally I thought about using that as the quote-unquote crude oil station. Which we might still do.
Right.
Sorry,
the spitter just got a full clip of turbo ammo.
The thing I gotta figure out is rubber. Oh, we have a rubber
There.
Well, you don't need all that much, right?
Ooh, we got another set of nice recipes. We got the cheap silica and we got the fine concrete.
Wet concrete's still better.
It is, but the cheap silica is a nice. If you're really needing silica. All right, scan another hard drive. See what we get. Yeah, this might. I'm thinking that the way I want to set this up is run it with a single blender for now. And I've got enough space set up over here that if we need to increase production, we can put more blenders. I think that might be our best choice. Now, I think we're only making rubber in one place, and that's back at the refinery.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't need that much, then
But I do. That's
Yeah.
the downside.
It depends on how much you need.
30 rubber per minute.
That is not a whole lot.
Well, I need 30 rubber per minute for this one machine. I'm thinking future where we may need more cooling systems.
Yeah.
But this thing being a sloop is going to make 30 cooling systems a minute.
Even that, I could just bring you a full train. You won't burn through that before the train gets back around again.
Right. And that's what I was kind of thinking. Well, depending on what we're producing.
Yeah. I wish I knew the answer to that. I do not.
And yeah, that's my spot where I'm stuck. Is that I don't know how many heat sinks per minute we're making, and I don't know how much rubber per minute we're making.
Well, I'll go hop in a train and go find out real quick.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you can take a train to go check those spots.
Well, you can take one too. It's not.
I ain't got a train anywhere near me.
What do you mean anywhere near you? It's like literally a quarter of a mile up the hill.
So that means I have to walk. I'm lazy.
Yeah, me too.
That's why you build tubes.
I still wish for a passenger car on trains.
That would be awesome.
That would get fun.
But I mean, the passenger car is only kind of if you've got multiple people on a server.
Yeah, but it'd be really cool because you could set up like a schedule for the train to run around the map and stop at the different stations, and then you could just hop on but,
Now,
as it stops.
because we're starting to get up there to that time, let me go double check the past. Because Wednesdays seem to always be kind of a crapshoot of being whatever I was in the mood. Wow, the last time I streamed on a Wednesday, we played Terra Tech.
Oh, yeah, I like Terra Tech
Yep.
Worlds.
Yep, last time we streamed on Wednesday was Terra Tech. We've also got Return to Moria. But man, we haven't touched Grounded in a while.
Alright. In a while.
Well, I'm taking a look and seeing what it is I've got going on that we haven't touched in a while. Oh, actually, the one that we haven't touched, the one that we haven't touched in the longest has been Return to Moria.
7.25.
I don't know, chat. Let's see what I'm in the mood for when I wrap up work. And Pi has always gone, yep, no, Moria. Let's do Moria. Solar, you are correct. It has been long. I don't even think I've got my server active right now. Yeah, no, I don't think all have servers active right now. Well, and I started running issues with Valheim. We dealt with the Queen. I don't think we actually got around to actually fighting the Queen. But we're already starting to deal with FPS issues on the server. And then I found out that it didn't matter how the game was ran. When you got the Ashlands, it was FPS lag-tastic no matter what. And I think And I think that because I found out the ashlands were just FPS lagtastic, that it just kind of turned me off from it. Oh, geez. Yeah. Wing Commander. Oh, man. I'd have to go on GOG, and I'd have to download. I'm a little on the broke side, so.
Well, you don't have to worry about heat sinks. Freaking heck.
Okay.
That's
how
not.
many, how,
It's not the exact
how,
number because he's got machines that can't handle, or
oh,
they're taking too much. Like he doesn't have enough being brought in. But with the machines that are running full time, it's 97.5.
heat sinks per minute?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think we're good.
Now we'll make my way back up the hill and head over to the rubber factory.
And like I said, the refinery is the only place that I know of that I've got rubber being made. And I know I'm not making a lot.
Yeah, let's go and take a look, see how many you're making up there. Because the only thing taking rubber right now is the modular engine factory from there.
Okay.
And that one isn't a whole lot, if I remember correctly. It's pretty low. Oh,
Yeah, but we're gonna
up here.
need the modular engines.
Yeah. Yeah, I figure
So,
we'll just summer sleep that. Because that one is the factory where it pulls, other than rubber, I believe everything else was raw resource, local source.
yeah, it was.
Because that was before the train network was really going, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, and when we built that, I just unlocked the refineries. We hadn't even got any recipes or anything.
Yeah.
So.
It'll take me but a minute to get down it.
Yep, no worries. I'm waiting for the hard drive to be scanned. I'm grabbing a smoke while you're driving out to the rubber.
I forgot there was another train up here. Rear-ended it.
Yeah, I'm leaning more and more towards though. I mean, you haven't even made it out there yet. I'm leaning more and more towards the 3 nodes that basically equal 2 pures. That I may want to build a factory there to make nothing but rubber.
Yeah, we can definitely do that too. Still curious what the... Because what'll happen before then though is we'll likely pull in rubber for now, temporarily. Pull in rubber for the factory's already making it. Then I'll get some rail up there. So we can pull rubber from that permanently.
Yep. Yeah, it'll become the rubber factory.
So no automated trains run into me. I'm pulling a 10-car train here.
Well, I mean, and the thing is that the thing is going to be, we're looking at 1,200 crude oil per minute, and taking advantage of the alternate recipes of the residual rubber and everything, we'll be able to, well, just like the plastic, we'll be able to punch out enough to where our belts can't even handle it.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing with the train stations is depending on how many train stations you actually have, you can pump out that much.
Right, but the
two belts, two belts per station. And however many stations you have, that's how much you can pump.
Right. So, I mean, we got potential.
It's very easy to not merge all the train stations together. Just split up your factory making rubber. If it's making over the belt amount, just split it into sections and then pump that directly into train stations.
Well, I mean, what I would do is that I would build the factory and then let you, belt it to the train, however you wanted to. Whatever worked the best for belting it to the train.
Yeah, because if you're belting something like 3,000 or whatever, or your pipe here, you make it something like 3,000 per minute, then we can just split that into sections and pump that into 3 or 4 train stations and whatnot.
So I think that no matter what, I think our next playthrough next week, I will probably go hit those 3 oil nodes and go ahead and make a rubber factory over there.
80, 100, 120, 120 rubber per minute.
120 per minute. All right.
Yeah, it's not that. That's enough to get you what you need for the moment.
Modular engines. Require 15 per. So
I have 2 manufacturers.
It requires 15 rubber per minute. That's if it's not overclocked.
That is true. I don't even know if they're overclocked.
So I don't know if we're using them or not. But right now, the modular engines aren't being used. So we can, we can rob Peter to pay Paul.
Absolutely.
I think that.
Yeah, for your distance, what I would do is probably 2 cars. That way you have enough to burn through for the loop.
Makes sense. And I'm thinking that oil node that I'm looking at, this one here.
Yeah.
If I turn that into a rubber factory, that's pretty centralized on the map. So that means rubber can go wherever we need. It may need a stupid number of train stations for moving rubber around wherever we want it to.
Yeah, with something like that, what I'd probably do is probably do like a 10 car and then set it up to be you could have any number of cars
right
for however much oil you need.
Well, I'm not going to transfer the oil. I'm literally going to take that area there and build it into making nothing but rubber.
Oh, yeah. So then it'd probably just be 5 cars. All you need would leave for rubber.
Because then we've got the other oil nodes that we can work with. That if we still need oil for something else, because we got the pressurized oil nodes that we can take.
Whoops. The train in front of me brake checked.
Oh.
And I rear-ended it.
Where and how?
Hey, when I look up here, we've got an impure, a normal, an impure. All right, so 2 impures that are normal. That equals 1 pure. Got a pure. All right, that's 2 pures.
You have no idea what just happened.
3 pures.
That is awesome. Okay, I can re-roll it here. Good.
Normal and impure.
I re-railed the train that I rear-ended, and then sent it on its way, and it took my engine with it.
Well, I mean, we do
That must have quite an impact.
Okay, so we do have more than just plastic being made over there.
And I've got it on camera.
So we got rubber, we've got We got a bunch of things being made over there with all that oil up there in the north. So
I think it's only plastic and rubber. I don't think they're making anything else.
don't we have it set up making smokeless powder too?
No, I don't think so. Packaged
No? Okay.
fuel. That's the only other thing that I remember.
Yeah, so we're doing packaged fuel. Okay. Alright. So,
Not that we need that anymore, because we're doing packaged turbo fuel now.
alright, so I'm just trying to calculate the rubber.
Yeah, you've got a good idea going on there. So,
Yeah, I think so.
yeah, getting a train line up into that area, I've already done it in my single player. I was up in that area, so
Oh, it is. Oh, and it's right next to water too.
Dragon.
Hold
Heavy
on.
modular frame. Okay, go ahead.
I'm doing math here.
We will go.
What am I gonna do with the heavy oil residue? Because that's gonna be the smartest. That's gonna be the smartest route to go. Okay. So that gives us 2. Because we use that plus water. Oh my god. I'm gonna be able to make so much rubber.
Trojan will be happy.
I was thinking
Yeah.
the same thing.
Just gotta decide on what I'm doing with this heavy oil residue.
You can go with like what did you do with plastic and just free put it back into more rubber.
I can't.
Oh,
But that's why I'm scrolling through trying to go, alright, what am I gonna do with the heavy oil residue?
too bad you can't make
That-
containers out of rubber and then just package it.
Yeah. Um. Okay. Okay. I see what I can do. I'll take a tiny portion of it to make packages, to make packaged heavy oil residue, and then I'll just sink the heavy oil residue.
Okay.
Because I don't have. I'm missing a recipe for the rubber.
Hopefully you'll get it. Do you have any rescans available?
I do. I watched it. Wasn't being a crappy recipe for rubber. Oh, that hard drive just finished.
Oh,
Oh, and we have our alternate recycled rubber.
there you go.
It's fuel and plastic.
I think that's what you did with the plastic.
It is.
Ask and you shall receive.
Uh, yeah, I'll go ahead and grab that. Alright, now that I have that, yeah, that gives me the last one. Yeah. That makes 60 rubber per minute. Which is better than... Okay.
Fit a piece of paper in between that train and that. That's about it.
Alright, so if I do residual plastic... Oh. Oh, this is going to be... I'm going to need the calculator to figure this one out. Okay, so do residual plastic because I can do the residual from here. That gives us 2 heavy oil. That's 130 per minute. So that's 20 residual oil per minute. Alright, now residual oil into fuel. We can do residual fuel. Okay, yeah, this will take some very fine tuning on the factory, but yeah. Yeah, having that recipe available now, we can absolutely maximize the rubber production over there. But holy crap, that's gonna take some. That's gonna take more brain power than we've got. Yeah, we should be able to get a lot of rubber. And then I sloop it.
Oh, jeez, I'm back up in the air. Now I'm back on the ground. Ah.
Yeah, then I sloop the rubber and
Ooh. How much space do you need underneath your little platform?
not much because I'm just needing to run conveyors and pipes.
Maybe not, but I could use this lower area, and that'll be where the train station is, probably.
But if my mental calculations are correct, I should come out somewhere around 2,400 rubber a minute.
Nice.
With those 3 oil nodes. If I configure everything correctly.
Sounds like somebody's in a lot of wind.
That was me.
Okay. I just hear wind.
Yep, that was me. I stepped on the front porch.
Just curious.
Well, I stepped on the front porch because I had to step away from the screen for a second while I was doing the math in my head of all the different things I just looked at of going, okay, what's going to be our best bang for the buck? I mean, on one hand, Chad, I hate the fact that a lot of times I'll watch the stream and all you see is me standing still and hear me talking out loud doing math.
Not this game.
At least.
But then the following session, because we've already had a week between this session and the next, I log back in and I go, okay, what was I doing? But we've talked about it enough tonight where I think I got it pretty well cemented in my brain that I'm going to go build a rubber factory. Well, I mean, we're going to need it anyways.
Yeah, probably.
So
there's got to be something. Because rubber's always been the one that you don't really need a whole lot of.
Right.
You never have. And so they've got to have had added something that takes up a bit more of that rubber.
Well, and that's what I was getting at. I was going, okay, I can go extreme with the rubber factory, but do I really need to? Because going extreme with it requires really finite math. But if I don't need to go extreme with it, I can go with much simpler math.
Just don't know.
So what I'm thinking is that I'm going to build over there, I'm going to do a simple math rubber factory. And then when we step into phase 5, if we need more, then it's built for expansion. Who do I have playing right now? Let's see. You know what? We haven't given him. So I think we'll drop a raid on them. So, all right, I've got that lined up now. When we wrap up here and in the stream, it will redirect you guys over to Knucklehead.
So you can like preset that.
Oh yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, the downside is that if they end their stream before I do, then it'll just send you to their recording as opposed to their live stream. So, and I try to make sure to send you guys to a live stream as opposed to somebody's recording. But I haven't sent Knucklehead a raid in quite a while, so I think that's what we'll wind up doing. Alright. We got 8 seconds left.
Look at that. I just about made it.
There we go. Hard drive's finished.
Saving.
Auto save stopped me from seeing the hard drive. Alright. We got insulated cable and fine black powder. Oh, that requires compacted coal. No, that's crap. And insulated cable. Insulated cable's not a bad recipe if we need a ridiculous amount of cable. Alright, I'm going to leave those just in the list. Well, because we got so many things on the list that when we start moving forward with some things, we can always take a look at that hard drive list and go, oh, hey, that recipe would be handy. I do like the fact that they've got that set up now where I can do it that way.
Yeah.
I mean, so many, it's like over here, I've got the Super State computer. All right, so it builds supercomputers, but it is such a complicated recipe because it requires computers, electromagnetic control rods, batteries, and wire. I look at this recipe for the supercomputer that I have sitting there, and I'm just going, why? Why would I want that?
Yeah, if you want to mix things up.
Classic battery has to be made in the manufacturer because it's sulfur and alkyd aluminum sheets and plastic and wire. I mean,
Yeah, that makes sense.
now, granted, there is a recipe that we have sitting in our. Well, we got a recipe sitting in our queue here that actually might not be one. That's the aluminum beam, and it takes aluminum ingots and turns them into steel beams. 3 aluminum ingots. 3 aluminum ingots makes 3 steel beams.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that. Seems unnecessary.
I don't disagree with you. But yeah, we got some interesting options here. I think I'll be more interested once we get today's converting materials.
Oh.
We ought to save screw you there.
So, all right, well, chat, I think this is where we're going to call it a night.
Well, I made it to you. So.
Hey, awesome. And, oh, wow. Thank you for the 17 likes, chat. You guys rock. It's been an awesome night. We believe it or not, we've actually gotten quite a bit done. It might not look like we got a lot done, but we got a lot done. Because a lot of this game involves a lot of planning. At least for the way myself and Tundra play. And possibly Bitbite.
Definitely, I'm included there.
Yeah. Bitbite,
I spend far too much time thinking.
We just hand him a task and go make a thing. But yeah, it takes a lot of planning, a lot of thinking, as to exactly where and how we want to set things up. So, but thank you everybody that's been here. Thank you Bitbite for joining me. Thank you Tundra for joining me. Pi, thank you so much for joining me tonight. And hey, I'll see y'all over there with Knucklehead. Y'all have a great night.
Later.
And I'll catch you tomorrow night. Alright, got the stream is ending up there. I'm gonna give that 2 minutes. Because this is where I have to. This is why I'm glad I've got the laptop next to me as well. Because I can end stream on Streamlabs, but then that just shuts down the upload to YouTube. So I'll end stream on Streamlabs. But then after I'm done editing Streamlabs, then I'll go on YouTube and I'll end the stream there as well, which forces it to do the redirect.
Mm-hmm.
But I like to leave the stream as ending up for at least 30 seconds or so. Bare minimum 30 seconds. Oh, yeah, good roll. Nice. Damn.
I got back the stuff I lost tonight.
Damn.
Still haven't
right.
broke 500k, but I'm getting there.
Well, if y'all hadn't distracted me, you actually would have broken 500k, because I was going to go on to my CloudBot and drop 20k to everybody that was in the chat. All right, we're gonna end there. We're gonna end here.
Alrighty then. Well, that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory on the dedicated server. Just as a quick little reminder, if you'd like to check out Dragon's channel, link to his channel down in the description below. Along with him, it is on my main YouTube page underneath the friendly content creator section. If you'd like to check them out, definitely go check them out if you get the chance. Yeah, we got a decent amount done, as he said. It is pretty darn nice. It's a very nice. This is pretty darn nice. Got all the way down to the nitrogen gas there with our train. So yeah, I'll be building it. I'll have to completely redo this pipe network. This is atrocious. Sorry to say, Dragon, but this is atrocious. This pipe network. We're going to relocate all of his storage up into the tower. So, be a nitrogen gas tower that's going to have a train station attached to it. So we'll figure that out some of the time, I suppose. Might be between episodes or what have you, whenever I have the time. But yeah, like I said, that is going to be it for this episode. So I do hope you enjoyed. Oh, and before you go, I would like to give a huge shout out and thank you to all of the investors you can see here. Seriously, thank you. You guys are awesome. It is much appreciated. And until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.